Good morning, everyone. Dr. Eaves here at Southwest Brain Performance Center. And today we're talking about mental health. This is National Mental Health Month, actually. So I'm gonna talk about my morning routine, kind of what I do each day to the best of my ability, and how I kind of prime myself to really kill the day, I guess you would say, or really enjoy the day better. And there's ways that you can do this, and it's pretty simple. Most of these things are free. So I have 6 different steps, like different exercises and things like that I do on a daily basis to the best of my ability to really prime myself to live in a world where I'm a little bit more happy, I guess you would say. There's a lot of stress and things like that going on in today's world, so anything you can do to gain a little bit of advantage over your mental health is incredibly important. The first thing I do is a 15-minute meditation when I wake up. And I follow a program on YouTube, which we'll post on this video, called Priming by Tony Robbins. It's super simple to follow. You can just sit on the ground in your living room and you follow it. It's one of my favorite things that I do. I don't miss that. Every day I do my 15-minute priming by Tony Robbins for my meditation. Secondly, I'll do some sort of breathing practice, so anywhere from 5 to 8 minutes of breathing, and it's not like there's different methods you can do, the Wim Hof method, you can do the 3-3-6 that we've talked about, and go check out our past videos on breathing, and that can give you a little bit more in-depth view of what breathing exercises should look like, especially for a beginner. But that's the first 2 things I do to start my day. A third thing would be ideally sun exposure in the morning. We wake up, or I wake up about 6 o'clock. It's daylight outside, but the mountains block the sun, and that's okay because it's not about getting direct sun per se. You can have morning sun light without the actual sun hitting you. You just want to get that good morning blue light. And I get about 20 minutes, so you can actually do your meditation while you're sitting outside. If the weather's nice, which it is here in New Mexico. And then the fourth thing I'll do is some sort of movement or stretching practice, because this is kind of my warm-up into what I'm going to do, which is exercise afterwards, but I do some sort of movement. If you look back in our past videos, we have a Pilates video that is fantastic. You can use it as a warm-up, you can use it as an exercise, but any kind of novel, good movement that you can do is really important for priming the brain early in the morning. Fifth thing, exercise. I personally like to run, so I will run about a mile in the mornings, followed by some sort of body weight exercise. I used to be a trainer back in the day, and one of the things that really bothered me was people try to get underneath the bench press and bench press, max out, and lift as heavy weight as you can, but most people can't even control their own body weight. So it's free if you do it that way. I do squats, push-ups, ab work. You could do something like that at home and prime yourself to feel really good after you've done your stretching. Now you've done your exercise. So I will do things like running followed by body weight exercises. No more than 15-20 minutes at tops in the morning. On the weekends though, I'll do something a little bit more novel. So we're here in Albuquerque, so the mountains are right here behind us, and I can go for a hike. And there's a lot of people that bike, so you can always mix up that routine, but make sure you're getting outside as much as you can. Remember, when we exercise, we produce endogenous, which means within the body, painkillers or opioids. So when you exercise, you can actually reduce your pain levels through just exercise, running, squatting, all these different body weight things. But you also produce chemicals in your brain. One's called BDNF, and that can help you facilitate learning and what we call neuroplasticity. So exercise is incredibly important. And then the sixth thing I do is extreme heat or cold. Now, this might be new to some people out there. For me, when the gyms open back up, I'm going to get right back into my sauna routine. And extreme heat and extreme cold exposure has been shown to improve immune function, stress resilience, and really improve your recovery time after you exercise. So it's fantastic to do, and it could take 10 to 15 minutes of your time a day. Dr. Mites told me earlier, he said, well, even though we don't have saunas right now, you can go out in the sun about 5 o'clock here in Albuquerque, and it's kind of like you're in a sauna. So, but there's good research on taking a warm bath or taking a cold bath and reducing stress levels with those things. So those are the 6 exercises that I perform every day. Ideally, I don't miss a day. I can't hike every single day, but I really prioritize the meditation, the breathing, and the exercise every day that I can. In the extreme heat and cold, that's kind of a bonus for me. But those are 6 things that I do. These are not meant to treat or, this is just my personal morning routine. Okay? So I hope you have a good rest of your day. And on Thursday, we'll talk a lot more about mental health with Dr. Mites. Check us out on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram to get more information about what we're doing here at Southwest Brain Performance Centers. Have a good day.